Guys. Hi everyone. Hi dear stitching friends. I hope you are all well. Welcome to the Sophia Stitching Love. I am Sophia and thank you for taking some time to be here with me. I want to show you all my projects, all my WIPs, everything that I love to do. And I know that it's a video, a long time due video. I promised that I would record it, but then one day after the other, I don't have that much free time, and all the free time that I have, I just want to stitch. Basically, that's it. Uh, so I'm going to show you everything today. Some of them I've touched quite a few times this year, but there will be, I don't know, two, three, four of them I didn't manage to touch. And also, there are some that I am not sure if I will carry on with them for next year or what I will do. We shall see. So, starting. The first one that I'm going to show you is a project that I should be finished by now, but it's not. I've shown you quite a few times. And I will be showing you here somewhere all the pictures of what it is supposed to look like when it's finished. And so I'm not going to repeat myself. So the first one that I've got to show you is this one, is here. Let's see if I get everything into frame. I'm not sure. Well, I think so. This is called As, not in Portuguese. And this is a picture of me and my husband that we took one when we were in holidays. And I uploaded it in one of those websites where you can upload pictures and transform them in patterns. I think it's something called pixel-net, no, pixel-stitch.net, something like that. But any question that you may want to ask, because I'm not going to put all the details, as it would take me quite some time to add all the details of this. I think they are like over 50 projects that I'm going to show you. But if you have any questions, please just put it on the comments and I will answer anything that you may want to know. So once again, this I'm doing it in a 25 count. This is an even width that I got from AliExpress, and I'm stitching it. I think I've just said 2/1, 25 count, and that's my first work. I better put some work on it because I haven't touched it for the last weeks. The next one that I've got to show you is called Rose Sampler. It's this little one here. This pattern is from Quarter Batikor. I'm stitching it 1/1 on 32 count Murano. And this fabric, I dyed it myself. So everything is tiny on it, as it is 1/1. It's very cute. And still in the beginning too. This is just because I have too many. The next one, it's a work that I love. Well, I love them all, otherwise I wouldn't be stitching them. This is called Forest Piano. This is from Pain Free Crafts, and I'm stitching it on a 22 count 1/1 with CXC thread. And this is how it's supposed to look, like this or this. I'm not too sure. And I'm sorry for all the hanging threads, but that's how it is. And my next one that I've got to show, I think everyone knows this pattern. I've started it. I've got it in a stand that I made myself. I've not touched it this year. I really like it, but it is so big that if I touch it, I don't touch anything else. So this is Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. This is on Max Color super size or super size max collar. I think everyone knows this pattern probably. And I'm stitching it 1/1. Yeah, I think it's 1/1. No, 2/1, 10 stitch on 25 count. I'm just gonna try to leave this down here. One of my dogs is here. Some of them, one of them has to be always with me, if not both. Just on top of me, he doesn't care. He just wants to be here. And you will see that some of my fabrics are really dirt. I'm really sorry, but when I'm stitching, they always next to me, sometimes even on my lap. So they keep touching my work and it gets dirty. I'm not washing them until they finished, but that's one of the reasons why I don't work with the threads that are not color fast, because I really need to work to wash all of them. The next work I've got to show you, this is called by different names. Some people call it Green Village, that's what I call it. It is a very long work. I've decided to cut it in small bits. This one, it will be the two first houses. I'm doing them all separate so I can have like different frames next to each other instead of just a big one. I dyed this fabric myself. This is a 14 count, very, very soft Aida that I got from a China shop. It's very hard to stitch on it, but at the time I didn't know much about fabrics, and I managed to get my hands on this one, and I'm using it now. So Green Village, the first house, 14 count, and I'm stitching it as the pattern says, some half crosses, some full crosses, and it's a beautiful pattern. The light keeps changing, I'm sorry. The next one I've got to show you is a Mereshka kit. I can't talk today. And it's called Wild Spirit. I'm stitching it with another two friends, Carla and Maria. I haven't seen lately how their works are. Well, it'll be 2 years tomorrow that we've started it, and it should have been finished by now, shouldn't it? I love it. I love all the colors, and I'm getting in the beautiful parts of the blue water now and all the reflection. I love it. It's really, really nice. I hope you can actually see it properly. And it's Wild Spirit. And I'm stitching it with everything that comes in the kit. The fabric is a 14 count, I think. 14 or 16 maybe. Maybe. It could be the 14 or 16. And I think they are anchor threads, but that's the ones that come in the kit. Let me put all this straight here on the side. Next one is called Innocent Guardian, and this is a dimensions that kit normally that I'm not stitching with the kit material. I couldn't get the kit, I couldn't find one at affordable price for me, so I managed to get the pattern, and I'm stitching it in linen. I think this may be a 28 count, I think. 28 count linen. Is a beautiful angel called Innocent Guardian. I love it. I'm adding some spark thread to it. You probably won't be able to see it in the video, but look at these wings. They're beautiful. The next one, I've got my notes here, that's why I'm looking. My next one, it's a Mirabilia one. I've not done much on it. It's Holiday Queen. Lovely. It's got some cranic already on it. I love it. And I'm doing it on a 28 count casual linen. Still at the beginning. Quite a lot to do. I love it. Well, I'm going to keep saying I love it all the time because I really love them. My next one, another one that I don't think I've touched this year, is called Winter Rose Manor. And now that I put my hands on them again, I just want to work in all of them, like everyone, right? I keep hearing saying that in all the videos, and I am no different. I just want to pick up all of them and keep stitching. Winter Rose Manor from Brand Gervais. I'm doing on a 35 count linen, and I'm using, can't remember the thread name, Gutermann, something like that. I think it's a German thread, and it's 1/1. And I'm using also DMC. I think it's a mixture. Yes, it's a mixture of both. My own colors. Next one is from Bucilla, and it's called Lamb and Angel and the Lamb. That is. Started from the middle. Yeah, I need to hide myself so you can see it properly. But then I'm always worried that it's not on frame, but it is. And I'm stitching 14 count. And this is a Bucilla pattern, Angel and the Lamb. So the next one is another dimensions that I've changed the fabric. This is O Night Divine, not sure how to pronounce it. And I'm stitching it in a 28 count linen. I've started from the middle as well. It's very beautiful. And here we are at the season. Well, we just finished Christmas and I didn't touch it. I need to get back to all of these ones. It's lovely. I love it. Again. Oh, just slipped my finger. Can't believe it. I just did that. And the next one that I've got to show you is called Butterfly Forest from Dimensions. I've also changed the fabric and changed some of the colors. I added some sparkle, some sparkling thread in some places. Not sure if you can see it. I'm gonna move it to see, hopefully you'll be able to see it. Sorry for that, it was my alarm. So Butterfly Forest from Dimensions. I'm stitching it on a Jubilant Antique white on 32 count. Very beautiful, very nice colors. My next one, it's this one, and it's called Flowers and Lace. How springy this is. This is from a Cooler Design Studio. I'm stitching it in a Belfast linen at 32 count in ivory color. Beautiful, isn't it? That butterfly, it's in my favorite color. I love yellow. It's very, very nice. And all these flowers. I just want to stitch on it. So, what am I going to show you next? Oh, this one that I've got in my lap. That's good. And this is a Mirabilia. And here it is, another stand that I did. This is called Crystal Symphony. And I'm stitching it in a 28 count linen that I dyed with blue, gray, and some sparkling glitter that you may not be able to see it, but it's here. Yes, I think you can see it as I'm moving it around. Yeah, I think you can. Here at the bottom, see? Yeah, you can see this is not the light, this is the sparkling. Crystal Symphony. Started from the middle again. Still a lot of stitching to do on this one. Oh, I need to put it down. My dog is just under them and he doesn't care. The next one I've got to show you. I didn't remember how beautiful this is. This is a chatelaine. This is called Rose Light and it's so pretty. Let me fold it just a little bit so to see if I can show you a little bit better. Here. I love it. Why did I put it away for so long and didn't came back to it? This is in a 14 count linen. Yes. And this is a Portuguese linen and also Portuguese silk. Is a traditional silk that we've got here in Portugal. And I'm stitching with it and also with some sparkling thread. Beautiful. Oh, I'm going back to it very, very soon. I didn't remember how beautiful this was. Oh God, I love it. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. What else I've got to show you? The next one is called Lavender's Blue. I really don't know why I haven't finished this one yet. It's not that far from finished. I'll have to do it very soon too. Lavender's Blue, and this is an 18 count Ada that I was gifted from a friend. I'm not too sure here. I'm using my own colors. Again, some of them are those, I think it's Gutermann, it's a German thread, and also some of the Portuguese silk. But here I mixed two different colors of green. I'm not sure. What do you think? Anyone would give me some ideas? Should I use just one of the greens for the grass or do I leave it both? Because I don't know if you can see the bunny properly if I leave it this way. Not sure. I was just checking. I got two eyes on the lady. Beautiful. I really need to finish. I need some smalls. I've got like loads of these small frames that I want to use for my cross stitch, but I keep just doing big and big patterns, but I need to go back to some little ones. I need to finish it very soon. So next one is another dimensions. This is another copy. This is a copy that I got from AliExpress as I couldn't find the original one at the price that I could afford. And this is called Paradise Found, and I'm stitching on 18 count Ada in yellow. I think this will give it some warmth from underneath. And there's some threads around here, I'm sorry. And it's very, very nice. My next work that I've got to show you is a very beautiful one, but it's getting hard for me to stitch on it. It was very easy at the beginning and I put it aside and now it's hard to go back to it. It's called Rose Quaker. I'm doing it in a 46 count. And this is from, I can never say this name. I will write it down somewhere because I won't be able to pronounce this. Beautiful. Next one, it's a Christmas wish. This one is taking me so long to stitch this. I really don't know why. And you'll see all around here in some of the works, it looks like dirt. It's not, it's glue. I used to use glue for fabric at the beginning instead of stitching it, as I didn't have a stitching machine. Is it how you call it? Um, but I don't use the glue anymore. But well, it looks like if it's dirty. Now, this is taking me so long, and I haven't done much yet. Well, I've been stitching on it quite some times, but it's like if it's taking me really, really long to do it. It's beautiful. Maybe we'll be finished by next Christmas. Who knows? It's like I don't want to put any pressure, but it's been so long to do it. Nice. This girl is just wishing, just watching these beautiful presents. It's very cute. And I lose myself. I'm stitching this in 18 count, and this is an 18 count white Ada, and the pattern is from, let's see if I can say this, Dasha Mastrakova. I got it from my bobbin. I think it is also sold, used to be sold, I think, as a kit. I'm not sure if it was from Lanart or who, but I'm sure you can find it as a kit as well. I got just the pattern. Next one, it's one, well, I'm not going to say favorite because they is the one that I was just stitching this morning, and I've been doing it for a long time. Just keep putting it off and going back to it, and it's Not Forgotten from Look at S, and I'm stitching with all the materials that come in the kit. It's so beautiful colors in this work. I think you have most of the colors of the rainbow here. And the kit comes with, I think this is 18 count Ada and anchor threads. Very beautiful. I think I said the name. It's called Not Forgotten. The next one, it's another copy from AliExpress, a dimensions copy. They came with a white Ada that I've painted myself. I used acrylic colors to paint the fabric. I did it before. I'm trying to see where the light is better. Maybe like this. But this time I did it with a very thick paint, and now is a very, very thick Ada. It almost looks like plastic now. It's a very nice, very beautiful pattern. I can't wait to have it finished. And it's 14 count, I think I said, and I'm doing it as it is in the original pattern. And in these kits that I get from AliExpress, normally I get a digital pattern as well. So instead of stitching it as it comes in these kits, this copy, this that normally comes with all crosses, all full crosses, I do it as using a digital pattern as it used to be from the original kit. The next one, I'm stitching it on a 40 count, and let me just change my page. Oh, and this is called Loose Feathers. This is from Blackbird Design. I love it. Usually is the work that I take with me when I go somewhere, when I'm traveling or something. I take this one with me, and I haven't been traveling that much lately, so there isn't much progress on it. but it's lovely. It's the seasons. I just wish there was the third season in the pattern, but it's still beautiful. Doing it with DMC colors, but with CXC threads. It's very beautiful. I love it. 1/2 full cross on 40 count. Next one, it's a very beautiful one that I've been working on lately too, and it's called a Christmas tree from Lavender and Lace. How gorgeous this is! Look at all the details on the tree. I can't wait to have it finished. This one I must have it finished by next Christmas. It's a must. I really have to get my, how do you say it, my grown up pants, and just do it. So I'm stitching it on linen. This is, I think, a 32 count, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put all those beads in here, but they will have to fit. Otherwise I'll have to get some smaller ones. I love it. Can't wait to have it in my wool. It's a natural linen. Next one, it's a Letty Stitch kit. And where are my notes for it? I've been writing all the notes, but I got this out of place. Well, I just leave this one out here. No, it is. It is. I'm being silly. This is called Christmas Wood. Yes. And it's a Letty Stitch kit. How gorgeous. That detail right at the middle. Look at all those colors. And there's some sparkle. See, if you see here in the middle, it looks like almost I missed some stitches. No, it's not. It's sparkling thread that it's in there. It's really nice. This is the middle. Look at those details. We've got a snowman in there, church, Christmas tree, and that sky. Love it. I really, really love this. I need to keep on working on it because there's so many. As I touch it once in a year, and then if I go around all of them, I may not touch it again. But one day it will be finished. And this is a 16 count Ada. All the materials that come in the kit. The threads must be anchor, I think. Next one is called Into Dreamland. Another Letty Stitch, but this one doesn't have much. If I was saying that the other one was just like once that I stitch on it, this one I stitch even less. Must have been once as well. And it's a 16 count Ada, and it's been stitched with all the materials from the kit. Nice. Next one. This was a full coverage as well, but these are the bigger ones. And I've got so many hanging threads. I'm really sorry. But it's from parking, isn't it? It's normal. This is limited edition. It's from Tilton Crafts and it's called Beauty and Beast. The designer from Shelley Lee. And I'm doing it, I think this is a 25 count with 2/110 stitch. Very nice. Strong colors, strong warm colors. Nice. I love it. Why do I keep saying I'm loving it? I do love all of them. Next one, it's another full coverage. Let me just tidy up all these threads. This is a pattern that I bought on Etsy. And it's called Dancing in Spheres. Can you see it? Yeah. I'm stitching it, I think this is a 20 count, 2/110 stitch with CXC thread. It's from a Etsy store, as I say, it's called TDK Design. And I love the colors, they're really nice. All this reflection, nice. Oh, this here at the bottom was just me trying like full crosses, 10 stitch, and this I can't even see properly, like 1/1 with full cross, 10 stitch, and 10 stitch, I think with 1 or 2 threads, just to see which one I liked the best, and that's the one that I'm doing, 10 stitch, 2 threads over one. That's a doubt that I always have. I know 10 stitch is a lot faster, and I want to do so many, so how am I going to be able to do them, all of them, if I don't do 10 stitch? But then sometimes I do prefer full cross, because I think you not be able to see well. I normally use CXC thread, and if I use 25 counts, that's usually the one that I prefer. Is too tight. I know it must be perfect for DMC, but I cannot afford DMC, and it's almost €2, around 170, 180 here where I live, for each skein. So it's just impossible to do this stitching with that. Um, so I just use CXC, and when I'm doing it 10, if it's 25 count, it's too thick. If it's 22, it's too loose, and I see the fabric, so I'm always doubting. I'm never sure. And if I do full cross, then it's going to take me forever, and I won't be able to do what I want to do. But it's life. Stop moaning, Sophia. I'm not moaning, I'm just trying to explain. The next one I've got, this is a lovely one, but this is one of those that, when will I finish? When I'm get older? This, I call it Angel. This is a pattern that I got from the Buzena Facebook shop, and I'm stitching it on 22 count, 10 stitch, 2/1, and it's gonna take me until I'm really, really, really old. Let's see if I can show you like this. This is what I've got done. This one page at the bottom left. These nice feathers. Like you can see here, you can see all the whites, but in real life you can't. No, cannot see them. So if I get it away, then you won't be able to see it. It's nice. I really want to see it finish. The next one is from the same store, same Zena store. And this is called, or I gave her the name, I'm not sure, Mother of Jesus. And in this one, I think, I don't know why, I think in this, maybe because the colors are darker, I think we're able to see more of the white of the fabric. There is no white, it's cream. And here I had to do the edges this way, because with my machine I couldn't do it. It wouldn't work in this fabric. This is a 22 count hardanger fabric, and I've got threads here. I'm sorry. I love all these colors. Lovely, gorgeous, and it keeps focusing on my face. That's not the idea. And this is my 27th work, and I think I got over 50, so there's still quite a lot to show you. The next one is another Mirabilia, one that I stitched quite a lot in this autumn, and how beautiful this is. I dyed the fabric myself. This is, I think this is a 28 Lugana, I think. I'm sure. Either 28 or 32, but maybe a 32 actually. I dyed it to look like the sky. And I should have this finished by next autumn, shouldn't I? I better do. I better do some more stitching on it. How beautiful this is gonna look like. It's another one I can't wait to see it finished. Nice. Sorry for the threads, but beautiful. I think I said this is a Mirabilia touching the autumn sky. My next one, another one that there's no reason not to be finished. It's called Bunny. He looks like got chicken pots. And is from Woodland Animals. I'm stitching this on an 18 count Ada that I was gifted by a friend. And it's cute. And it's another one that normally goes with me when traveling. I really like it. This is hard to stitch because the pattern is still one of those old patterns that is handmade. So it makes it a bit harder to stitch. So this was number 30. My number 31 is called House in the Mountains. This one I got it from my bobbin. Is that how we call it? My bobbin. See, it's a Russian store. This is a 14 count Ada, and it was designed by World of Possibilities, I think it's called, if I'm not wrong. And it's with, I'm stitching it with CXC threads. Really nice. Look how the colors pop up in the black. Really nice. So lovely. I normally frame my works with frames that I buy from how those, how do you say now? How will we call it soon? I'm missing the words. You know, like secondhand markets. Thread, no? How we call it? I can't remember. I will come to me soon, and I will tell you. And I have quite a few like oval-shaped frames that I must use, and this one will be one of them. The one that I'm going to show you now, it looks like ants because I was like doing it cross country, but I will have to change it to diagonals or parking of some sort because otherwise it's going to be really hard. This I call it Ozen Park. This is Russian pattern. I'm not sure what the name of it, so I just call it Ozen Park. And I'm stitching in a 22 count Portuguese linen, and it is a beautiful park. I'm sure it would be lovely. Once I'll work a little bit more on it because this is nothing, right? And it's been sitting like this for quite a while, this one. Next one I'm going to show you. It's a really lovely pattern, but I'm not sure. Well, here in the camera it looks lovely, but when I look at it, I'm not sure about it. I don't know if it's because it's 10 stitch, if it's because it's this fabric color. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm feeling like I may need to restart it. But it is so much that I've done so much for. I don't know. What should I do? Could you please advise me? Do I restart it in another fabric with full crosses? Please help me out. This is called Bohemian Elegance. It's from Stitches Sew Beautiful. And I really love it, but I'm not sure what it is. But I can't see it in here. But here, it's like more confusing. It's like if there's no definition. I know here this spot here, you see from the full design, it's not supposed to have like a really, really great definition. But I'm not sure. Please help me out. What do I do? I'm counting on you to give me some advice. Next one is a long dog one, and it's been sitting aside. I haven't been touching that much, but now that I've picked it up, I can't wait to go back to it. And this is it. It's called Family Patchwork Sampler. I'm stitching on a 46 count with CXC thread, some full cover, and some, I can't speak today, well, at least not in English, I don't know why. I've been missing doing these videos because variegated thread, that's what I meant to say, because I'm not using the English, so I keep forgetting the words that I want to say. But because it's done on a 46 count, 1/2, it makes it so small, so cute, so fine. I really love it. Let's see if I can still carry on without a magnifying glasses or light, because it makes it harder with my glasses if I have to use something else to help me. I hope I'll just be able to stitch it like that. But I've been noticing that my vision is not being the same. The next one, it's a Teresa Cogwood pattern. This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to carry it on or not, because I've got so many that I think I will have to leave some behind. And the problem is, I do love this one. I really, really, really love the colors, but I did a boo-boo somewhere. I can't remember where, but all this, what's it called? All this frame is not right, and you can see it here. It did not came to meet each other, and you can see it here too. So I think, if I do remember correctly, this upper bit it's right, and the bottom I have to pick it up and restitch it. So what do you say? I need advice today. I really need advice. Do I carry on with it or not? I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I had to stop the video because my mom just came in and the dogs went crazy. So carry on. I was asking for your advice. Should I carry on with this? Should I just hold it for longer and see what I feel like? Well, if I just put it in a box where it was, I probably won't touch it. Help me out. Give me some advice. And I'll think about it as well. Well, for this next year, I've decided I'm going to use some spinning wheels. I'm not sure exactly how I will do about everything. I need to think a bit better. I'm sure I'm going to do a spinning wheel for full coverage, the bigger full coverage, not the ones in the kids. And I'm going to do another spinning wheel for all the other projects. But I'm not sure if I will have some main focus ones, like the ones that I really need to finish, because I've been with them for a longer time, and there's no point of just keep stitching on the newer ones and leaving those behind. So I'm still debating, and this just came up because it is on the spinning wheel. I've just been setting it up to be able to use now from the beginning of the year, and it's there. So if it comes up, I may not carry on it. Next one, it's another copy of a dimensions kit. I love dimensions. I do buy some of the newest ones, but the oldest ones, I have to get the copies. Oh, this was my dog playing. One is just next to me and the other one is playing around, so all the noises, and I'm starting to think there will be quite some noise, maybe. I'm sorry. Carry on. Going back, my stitching. This is an AliExpress copy of a dimensions kit. The original is called Coming Home for the Holidays. It's lovely. This, I think, is this a loose thread? Yes, sorry. Just starting at the corner. Again, as I said, I do it as the original one. I use the digital pattern, so I should have all the statistics, and I may be able to do them properly for next year, because I know some people I do like them, but I keep forgetting to add them up as I'm stitching because I just want to stitch. I'm addicted to stitching and to starts. Oh my god. I must have one of those disease. I don't know how you call it. I just want to do new starts. I really have to control myself. Are you like me? I'm not sure. Am I? I'm sure there's more people like me. Well, just put your finger up, please, so I don't feel as bad. Lovely. This is a 14 count white Ada. Next one, another copy of Dimensions. It's called Inner Garden. And the original is not done on a 14 count, it's done on a smaller count, but I'm doing it on a 14 count because my mom did another one. Did another copy of Dimensions. Is another lady, very nice lady, and I think they will look nice side by side. And I would love to have a work of mine next to of my mom's work, but she doesn't like to do counted cross stitch because she says she loses herself, so she just does stamped kits. And the only size there was a 14 count, and as I'm saying that I want to have them like side by side, I'll have to do it. I think it would look better if it's the same count. 14 count, CXC threads, AliExpress kit. And it's called, I'm sure I said, Inner Garden. This one is another Dimensions. This one, I did not buy the kit, the original or the copy one. I just got a digital pattern, and I had the fabric in stash. It's called Seaside View, and I'm doing it on a 28 count even weave. I think it's like an antique white even weave. I love this. I stitched it in this summer, and it was lovely to look at this pattern and stitching it. I hope it would be finished by summer, that I could have it on my wall. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's just work on it and it will be possible. All these how you call it, backstitch, it just makes it pop up. It just makes everything so beautiful. It's really nice. Seaside View Dimensions. Next one, it's called Morning Praise. Another one, another Dimensions. Oh, and I'm recording on my tablet, and it's just saying that it's low on battery, so I better hurry up. This is called Morning Praise, another Dimensions kit that I'm not doing the kit. I'm doing it on I think this is a 36 count linen. Yes, 1/2, as it says. Well, I don't always use white. I'm not doing it exactly as it was in the original kit, because being a 36 count, I'm not able to use like 2 threads or 3 threads or 4 threads, as sometimes it says. So I just use 1 thread, the one that I think it suits best in that place. So I'm kind of doing it some as the kit and some as my own choice. But it's lovely. There's another one, a really nice one for spring. This one, this is an original pattern. This is from Teresa Cargat, and it's called And God So. Lovely. I'm doing this, well, I started this with a friend, Maria, but Maria's finished hers. And it looks gorgeous. Congratulations, Maria. It looks really nice. But mine, it will be finished one day. I'm doing it with CXV threads on a natural linen. I think this is a 40 count linen. It looks really nice. My next one, it's a kit. It's an original kit from Lucas S, but I've changed the fabric. It's called the Birds. This is a collection of seasonal birds. This is the spring, I'm sure. I'm sure this is the spring one. Either spring or summer, but I'm sure it's the spring one. And there's a thread in here. It's really nice, lovely colors. And they are the original threads, the original pattern, but I've changed the fabric. I didn't want it in Ada because it comes with an Ada, and I've changed it to an even weave. 28 or a 32, maybe a 32 count, I think. I think it's a 32 count. Nice. I was stitching this in my garden this spring, and it was really nice. Hearing the birds and stitching birds and flowers. It's great. Next one, we're going from spring to autumn. Now this one's been started and changed it and started again, and we go. Here we go. There's a dirty Ada. I'm really sorry. I need to choose things, and I choose to have my dogs next to me over having nice and clean cross stitch. This can always be washed. So, and the dogs, they are my best friends. It's called Autumn Waltz, and it's from Anna Petronova. I love her work, and I'm stitching it on an 18 count 1/1. Next one is an 8, and it's called the Drive-Through Dragon. I'm going to be able, because I'm parking, but I'm stitching from bottom up, left corner, bottom left corner. Sorry, let's see if I can put it behind. This way. You may be able to see it. Yes. I'm not always into fantasy, but I loved the colors of this one. I really love it. And I forgot the name of the designer. I need to think. I really know her. I'm really sorry. I'll write it down somewhere. I love her work. Dragon Muse, that is. I don't need to write it. It's Dragon Muse from Heaven and Earth, and I really love her work. I've got some more patterns, and tomorrow I'll be doing a new start, another one, and it's another of her works. Trying to remember the name. I don't think that I've got it here writing down, but I may look on my phone. I'm not sure if I can, and I'll see if I remember the name. It's really nice. It's one of their new that just came out. It's a limited edition. It's like a little girl. Well, it's not just the dogs making noises. My daughter here around me making some noise too, because she just knows that I'm recording, and she couldn't just say sitting over there in her corner. No, she had to be here, and she's just gonna throw my tablet on the floor really soon. Here, thank you. She's just put it on charge. Thank you, Laura. She looks like a baby here on the floor. She just better come up and say, Mom, let me help you. Here is the charger, right? Thank you, Laura. Next one, as I was saying, tomorrow I'll be starting another pattern, another massive one. Is a limited edition from Dragon Muse, and the pattern is made by Heaven and Earth. It's lovely, and I can't help myself. This one is a free pattern from Artasy. I'm stitching again on a 32 count, I started as, here I did 2/1 CXC thread, and then I changed it to full cover. It looks finer, you know, when you do full I didn't change full cover, I changed it to full stitch, full cross. Don't know what I'm saying now. It looks finer. I really prefer full cross, but you know, I want to do so many, so I never know what to do. Once again, it's called Moonwitch. I keep losing myself. I don't know what I'm saying or not. You'll be here. It looks lovely. And it's from Artsy. I don't know if it's still available as a free pattern or not. Maybe, not sure. I didn't look up. Sorry. My next one is another one that should have been finished by now. I really, really, really love it. Here. It's called Feather and Friends. I'm doing it on a 40 count linen. How gorgeous this is. Why have I not finished? Because I've got too many. Yes, Sophia? You got too many. But you need to pick up this one because you love it. And it's so pretty. And you've started it so long ago. So you better finish it. Right. Feather and Friends from Butternut Road. Yes. And I can't wait to have it in my wall. So I'm just going to finish it. Next one, it's another pattern from the Dragon Muse designer from Heaven and Earth, and this is my biggest one. No, the bookshelf is, I think, bigger than this, but this is big enough. Now this I started as well, as you can see here. I started as 2 threads, 10 stitch, and then I've changed to 3 threads, 10 stitch, but just doing it that for the black. I can't do for everything because I can't get the needle through. But this way, you can't see any light coming through. I don't know how long this will take me. Who cares? I just do it for fun, just do it for love. But I've got the perfect frame for it if I finish it in this shape, in this oval, because the original, as you can see it here on the side, is a rectangular shape. It's not this shape, but I think the frame is just so perfect for it that it may deserves a try. So I'll have to cut. I just add a little bit more of the black here at the top than the original. I'll have to do the same at the bottom and at the sides, yes, but I lose at the corners. At the top, there's no problem. At the bottom, I lose some of like the fabric of the coat he's using, so I'm not too sure. And I know if I add more black, like if I do it in the square, I have more black all the way around, and it may make it look a lot better because it gives like the deep viewing. I'm not sure how you say it, but I'm sure you will understand me. And this, you'll just see more like the wizard. Oh, I didn't say the name. This is called a complicated wizard from Hate, Heaven and Earth Designs. So not sure. I'm going to carry on doing it like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to change, not the black. The black I will carry on 10 stitch, 3 threads. But I'm not sure, I may change the wizard to full cross, 1 thread. This is a 22 count fabric. I will have to try it and decide what I prefer. But whichever way I'll do it, I'm sure this is gonna look stunning when it's finished. Well, my other dog is asking me something. And what do you want? You want to go outside? I'm just gonna have to ask for help. Laura, do you mind to let him out, please? Otherwise, he's not gonna let me record anything else. This one that I'm going to show you now, I've just started with Kirsty. It's another friend, another Portuguese friend. She lives in Spain, and we started together. I'm not sure if I've chosen the right. Well, it's called. Why I don't say the names first? I'm tired. I'm sure you can notice that. It's called Waters from Nirvana, and I'm stitching it in max color. And this is just like over 200 colors. Thank you, Laura. I hope you can see better because the sun is starting to go down, and Laura just put the lights up for me. And all the tracks on here. So we were debating, both of us. She bought the regular size pattern, regular color. I bought the regular colors, but the regular size, but max color. And we were debating which one to do, which one to stitch. And definition, it is better on max color. But oh God, this is so hard. And because I'm doing in a 28 count, I should have started it in a 25, but I did start it in a 28. And now I'm debating if I did well or not in doing the max color, because it's getting harder here in this. I hope it's just around this area where the tree is, because if it's like this everywhere, I'm sure it will be a lot worse than the wizard. I will find out. Laura, would you mind to put that a little bit down, please? Thank you. Laura, did you hear me? Can you just put the sound a little bit lower, please? Thank you. Again, it's called Waters of Nirvana. Some lovely, lovely colors. This is so gorgeous. This is just the beginning. But you can see here in the original picture of how it will look like when it's finished. It's gorgeous, really nice. I've seen it, another friend doing the regular color, and it's gorgeous, but she started from the bottom, and I think at the bottom there maybe not be so many ninja stitch, but here is really confetti area. So it's gonna take me many years to do that one. So the next ones I've got to show you, it's something new for me, not new patterns. I mean, new way of doing cross stitch. My mom always does stamped kits, and I started to follow Miho crafts rooms, and she's lovely, and she just does these massive patterns, and she does them like in 11 count and 9 count. I wasn't too sure about that, but I decided to get some patterns to try it, give it a try. And I tell you, when I'm tired, because most of days I do work like 12 hours a day, and at the end of the day I do want to still do cross stitch, but I am really tired. And when that happens, doing it in a smaller count fabric, this 14, 11, it makes it so much easier. And then if it's stamped it, I decided to try it. Why my mom loves it so much, why Mio loves it so much, why so many people that I know loves it so much. I decided to give it a try. And it's good. It's really good when you're tired. I know these are copies. I know that the original people don't get paid for the credits, no, of their work. I know this is really complicated, but I normally buy original ones as well from those people. I know it may sound just like an excuse, but I try to compensate it some way, because I can't get stamped kits other way, and I can't pay the original ones when they not like a normal price. So I'm sorry if you feel another way. I know it's not the most correct, but that's what I'm doing. And if you decide not to watch my videos, I'm okay with it. You got all the right to do it. So from now, I'm going to show you stamped kits. It's a little bit harder to see what I've stitched, but I will turn it around. So this is a copy of Dimensions, and the original is called French Tulips. I'll put the picture up. and I've done a little bit of black in here. I've done this flower, it's complete. I've started this one too, and I've done some of the background here as well. I'll turn it around so you can see a little bit where I've been stitching here. And this is a 14 count. I got all of them come from AliExpress. And it's lovely when I'm tired, still being able to do the cross stitch and not like stretching my eyes, trying to see something that I'm not capable to see anymore. But this way, I keep losing, I keep stitching it wrong when I'm doing it just from the pattern. And this way, it just works. The next one is called Early Morning in the Countryside. It's like this, the pattern, and it's from Elena Larsova. And here you may be able to see what I've got stitch. I don't stitch this as the copies tell me to. I stitch this as the original ones. I get the pattern like this one. I bought the pattern, but I still do it this way. Some I buy, some I get from usually Russian pages. And this one is a 16 count. Now, these are 11 counts. If Miho loves them so much, I wanted to give it a try. And this is like this. This is, let me see the size, I think it's something like 50 by, it must say around here somewhere. It tells me the stitch count is 173 by 346, but I don't have the size. It doesn't say here. No. Well, this is what I've done. I've got some pink houses, pink trees, sorry. And if I translate the name, is called the Dream House. And it's a lovely house. It's definitely a dream house with pink trees. And I thought that 11 count it would look too pixeled and I wouldn't like it, but actually I am enjoying it. The next one, it's a copy of a Dimensions. Is called, the original is called Christmas Traditions. I'm stitching it in a oh my god, it looks a lot better this way than it looks when I look at it without looking at the video. It's, if I look at it like this, it's almost like if I can't see what I've done or not. But if I do look through the video camera, it looks, I can see the house pretty well. And this is what I've done. Now I have a problem with this one because the fabric is white and the original one I think is like a blue or a grayish blue. So I may, where the original one doesn't have any stitch, here is white. So I may do like a half stitch with just one thread in a similar color to the original fabric. Maybe I'll have this one ready too for next year. I don't see why I shouldn't, but here it is. And this one, it's my last one. And this one is, thanks to Mio, I have a really, really, really big pattern, cross stitch. This is 11 count, and this is got like 1.5 meters over, I'm not sure how much in high, something like probably 60, 70, not sure. But this is so long. See? Can you imagine this in a wall? Oh, this is massive. This is a size of a 8, but in a big count. This is going to take a lot of my wall. But one of the reasons why I said yes, I do love the patterns, I do love the design, and it's called European version for making money with running waters. How cute. I think it must be something to do with the Chinese superstition or Japanese superstition about raining waters and making money, something like that. But I have this beautiful, gorgeous, massive frame that is just the perfect size for it. So, one of the problems that I have when I do a big pattern is then finding a frame for it because they are so expensive that I cannot afford them. But I find them in those, God, I just had the name, in those markets, the thrifting markets. And I found it in a thrift store, a huge, beautiful framing that I originally thought about making a mirror for it and turning it into a big mirror. But now that I have this pattern, I think it's just going to be the frame for it. And when I saw the size on AliExpress, that's where I buy them, I went quickly and I measured the frame and I decided that's it. That is just a signal that I must have it. I must try it. And I'm loving it. But when you're stitching this is a bit hard, at least until you get some use and then it becomes softer. But when you need to put your arm behind for some reason, it's massive. I'm loving to do these ones, these stamped ones, as hand um, embroidery, not with a frame, not with a hoop, and it feels great. You know, when you're just tired, you don't want to put your arms up, doing the two hands. I just do it like if I'm stitching, and it just my arms laying down, this on my lap, and I just do it, and it feels so relaxing, and it feels so nice. So I'm not regretting doing stuff, trying it. It just makes me have more reasons to spend money, more patterns. Well, thank you for being here in me. This was my last one, and if I'm not wrong, I think I have something like 52 works, WIPs. It's quite a lot for some people. It's quite a lot for me. So I really would like to have some finished to have in the wall, just like this one here. You can see this was my first one. And is a special one for me just because I really like the design and this is original dimensions, but also because it was my first one. I love the colors, I love the design, I love everything on it. I love dimensions. But again, going back, thank you very much for taking the time to be here with me, to allow me to show you what I've been working on. And I hope to see all of your videos from who has a channel too. And for people who doesn't have, please show your work as well some other way if you feel like it. Like you've got Facebook, you've got many places where you can show it. I was trying to remember the name, but my head is not working today. So again, going back, thank you very much. I hope you had a good time. I hope you don't regret taking the time to be here with me. And I hope you had a great year and that the next one will be better. And enjoy yourself. Be good. Be safe. Take care of you. And have a great new year. And we shall see you all in the next year. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.